There is a place in Mexico City where the dead speak through the mouths of dolls, a place where hundreds of decaying toys hang from the trees and bushes, their eyes staring blankly at the visitors who dare to enter their domain, a place where the silence is broken only by the whispers of the wind and the occasional splash of water. This is the Island of the Dolls, one of the most haunted and tragic locations in the world. The Island of the Dolls, or La Isla de las Muñecas in Spanish, is a small island in the canals of Xochimilco, a suburb of Mexico City that preserves the ancient Aztec system of man-made islands and waterways. Xochimilco was once a flourishing agricultural center where the Aztecs built chinampas or floating gardens to grow crops on the lake. The canals were also used for transportation, commerce, and religious ceremonies. After the Spanish conquest, much of the lake was drained and filled in, but Xochimilco remained as a reminder of the past, a place where people could enjoy the natural beauty and cultural heritage of the area. But there is a dark side to Xochimilco, a side that is hidden from the tourists who flock to the colorful boats and the festive music, a side that is haunted by the ghosts of the past, the victims of war, disease, and violence, a side that is embodied by the Island of the Dolls, a place where one man's obsession turned into a nightmare. The island was once the home of Don Julian Santana Barrera, a reclusive farmer who moved there in the 1950s. According to legend, he found the body of a young girl who drowned in the canal near his island. He was unable to save her and felt guilty for her death. The next day, he found a doll floating in the same spot where he found the girl. He believed it belonged to her and hung it on a tree as a sign of respect and to ward off evil spirits. He also hoped that the doll would appease the girl's restless soul, but that was not enough. Don Julian became convinced that the girl's spirit was still haunting the island and that she wanted more dolls to keep her company. He began to collect dolls from the trash from the nearby villages and from the visitors who came to see his island. He hung them all over the island, on the trees, the fences, the walls, and even inside his hut. He did not care about their condition, whether they were new or old, whole or broken, clean or dirty. He just wanted to please the girl and protect himself from the evil that lurked in the canal. Don Julian lived on the island for more than 50 years, alone with his dolls. He rarely spoke to anyone, except to tell them about the girl and the dolls. He became known as a madman, a witch, and a sorcerer. Some people feared him, some pitied him, and some admired him. He was visited by curious travelers, journalists, and paranormal investigators who wanted to see his bizarre collection and hear his stories. Some of them claimed to have witnessed strange phenomena on the island, such as the dolls moving their heads, arms, and eyes, or whispering to each other. Some of them even said they heard the girl's voice, calling for help or asking for more dolls. Don Julian's life ended as tragically as the girl's. In 2001, his nephew came to the island to help him with some chores. As they fished in the canal, Don Julian sang passionately, claiming that mermaids in the water were calling for him. The nephew left briefly, and when he came back, he found Don Julian dead, face down in the canal, in the same spot where he found the girl. Some say it was an accident, some say it was a suicide, and some say it was a sacrifice. Whatever the case, Don Julian joined the girl in death and left behind his island of dolls. Today, the island is open to the public as a tourist attraction and a museum. Don Julian's family maintains the island and charges a small fee for visitors who want to see the dolls. They also accept donations of dolls, which they add to the collection. The island has been featured in many documentaries, books, and articles, and has attracted the attention of many people, from horror fans to history buffs. Some of them come to admire Don Julian's work, some to experience the thrill of the unknown, and some to seek answers to the mystery of the island. But the mystery remains unsolved. No one knows for sure if the girl ever existed, or if Don Julian was telling the truth or imagining things. No one knows what drove him to collect the dolls, or what happened to him on the day of his death. No one knows what the dolls are hiding or what they are saying. No one knows what the Island of the Dolls is or what it wants. The only thing that is certain is that the Island of the Dolls is a place like no other, a place where the past and the present, the natural and the supernatural, the living and the dead, coexist in a strange and unsettling harmony. A place where the dolls are not just toys but witnesses, guardians, and messengers. A place where the Island of the Dolls is not just an island but a story, a legend, and a mystery.